And there are two different types of guys, right? The one who sees himself like as a high value man, and the one who sees himself less than. Now, the one who sees himself as a high value man, he doesn't like think in his head, she's too good for me, she's this, she's that, oh, I'm not up to her standard, I'm this. He doesn't think all this shit you guys think, right? All this shit you guys are thinking in your head, right? That's not the way he thinks. The way he thinks is, okay, I'm this. I know myself, right? I stand on these principles. I have these principles and morals that I live by and I abide by, right? And I can't bend and fold for anything. I can't bend and fold, not because of her, not because of anybody, not for nothing. I know I have all these characteristics with me, right? Now let me walk up to her, approach her, and show her my personality. Introduce my personality to her. If she agrees with it, good. If she doesn't agree with it, it's good. I still get on with my life because at the end of the day, it doesn't change who I am. It doesn't change who I am. But most of you guys, but the guy who sees himself less than, he puts all these things on her approval, on her telling him yes or no. So he puts all his ego and all his self-respect, like he's looking for her approval, seeking for her approval, for her validation, something like that. While the guy, the high value man, he doesn't do that. He sees himself as he knows who he is already, and she's saying yes or no doesn't change who he is, doesn't change him from being who he is. You're trying to become this and trying to do this to please her, trying to manipulate her, like that's not the way it's done. That's not the way it's done. That's why I told you, first of all, you have to work on yourself. You have to work on yourself in order, like you even approaching a woman, right? You even approaching her like you are coming to show her something that she doesn't know already. She doesn't even know you. You're coming for the first time to show her your personality, to show her your persona. Like, what do I say? What do I tell you guys about game? Game is your persona. It's your persona, it's your personality. You're coming to show your personality. You're coming to have, and while showing your personality, you're having fun while showing it. The both of you are having fun. It's not as if one person is giving and the other person is just consuming and not giving back. The other person is also giving, like you build your conversations off of what you've said or off of the replies that she's giving. That's why I say listen whenever she speaks. You listen whenever she speaks. I do tell you guys that your ear is half your game. Your ear is half your game. And that's how you build your mouthpiece. Your ear is half your game. You listening, paying attention alone can put you on a whole different level. Can move you. Remember what I told you in the last video? It can move you from level 1 down to level 9, down to level 10. You don't need all those extra shit that all these guys are doing these days, that all the extra texting, all the extra dates, all the extra, oh, you're trying to take her on these dates, spending too much money, spending more money just to please her, right? Just to please her, just to make her interested. I'm not doing all that to make anybody interested in me. Like, I don't go out of my way to please somebody. I only do something that I tell you guys, I don't go on dates, right? I don't go on dates. I prefer you come to my place or we see, like off of the first day we see alone, off of the first meet up we meet alone. I'm telling you, there are so many things that she could learn out of me, that she could get from me, off of us just meeting for the first time. There are some, like, off of the way you even speak, she should know the kind of person you are. Off of the way you speak, she should know the kind of person you are. She should know this guy has these certain principles and these certain morals. Anytime I speak with any woman, right, I let her know the principles I abide by and the morals I abide by. So you don't go out of, like, you don't go astray, because I'm the kind of person, right? I won't like jeopardize my principles just for anybody. I can't jeopardize my principles or my morals for anybody. That's how a high value man should think in his head. You don't jeopardize your principles just to please her or just to make her interested in you. Like, it's as if you're putting your self-respect and your ego on her approval, on her saying yes or no to you. Like that's the way I can explain it. Like, what's understood don't need too much explanation. What's understood don't need to be said. That's the way I can. There's no way I can overemphasize on this or overstress this issue. Like that's the way a high value man should think. But most of you guys out here these days are overthinking. Like you're trying to be who she wants you to be. Listen, a guy like me, I'm not trying to be the guy she wants. I'm trying to be the guy she needs. I'm not even trying, I am the guy she needs. I'm not trying to be the guy she wants. I am. I'm not even going to, I'm not trying to, like, as a man, you need to even learn to remove some vocabularies from your word. Kinda, would have, should have, all these, all these words that are under probabilities, you need to learn to remove them from your words. Like, I am the guy she needs. I'm the kind of guy that she would meet and maybe we met for only 5 minutes. She walked. She left like after 5 minutes of our conversations of us like communicating with each other. Right? She leaves and she go back home and she was like, "Oh my God, he made me learn this. He made me like he told me this. He knows how to flow in a conversation. He teaches me like these things. Like I learn these things from him." That's the kind of guy I am. Right? I'm not the kind of guy that would drain her energy or would try to be something I am not just to please her. And that's the problem with guys these days. Like you're trying to be something that you're not, try just to please her. You're trying to be something that you're not. You're trying to go out of your way just to please her. Just listen. Most of them don't even care who you are. Don't even care what you like, bro. Bro, like you should look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I am a man. I'm going to be a father to I'm going to be a father someday. What am I going to tell my kids? How am I going to teach them on how to face life and how to maneuver in situations when necessary, when I can't even help myself? How am I going to help my kids when I can't even help myself? Just tell yourself that in the mirror, right? Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that if you can't even maintain a conversation or you can't even think as a high value man, you can't even respect yourself. Like you should respect yourself before somebody will respect you. Right? That's why they say respect is a reciprocal. Right? You should respect yourself before anybody could respect you. I told you all in the last video, I could walk into a room and command the respect, right? It's easier to command the respect at first than to command it later. It's easier to get the respect at first. You entering the room at first, it's easier for you to get the respect than you getting it later. Because later it's like they have, listen, you enter the room, right? You move in a certain type of way that would make people admire you and respect you and want to be around you, right? Than you moving into the room and trying to be goofy and making everybody to like, listen, people, it's good to be funny, right? But you have to understand the line between being funny and being goofy. You're trying to say this to please her, just listen, bro. Bro, that's crazy. I am Listen, this what I'm saying is things that happen. I've experienced them. I've seen guys do all these things just to please a woman, just to make her just to get on her good side. That's how most of you are getting friend zoned these days. That's how most of you are getting friend zoned out here. Then later you're complaining, oh, she friend zoned me, she was this. Bruh, it's your mistake. You made the mistake. But guess what? That's why I'm here. To give you the cheat codes, because I can't be here and watching you guys lose. I can't be here and seeing you lose in your game, in your bruh. That's why I keep telling you this shit gets deep.